Copyright disclaimer for music on Facebook. Let's talk about this. Hi, my name is Martisz. I make daily video about legal, business, and intellectual property. What is intellectual property? Think about copyright, trademark, and other intellectual property. In today's video, we want to talk about copyright disclaimer for music on Facebook. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm also going to give you a copyright disclaimer that you can use. So let's begin. It's important to know when you talk about copyright that you know what it is and what you can do with it and what kind of situation you are in when you're trying to use the disclaimer. So let's go to the drawing board. I want to show you what I mean by that. So you see this is the drawing board. When you have copyright, you always have three persons. I always talk in my video about that when you talk about intellectual property. A, B, and C. And the thing is, A is always the right that you have. In this case, it's copyright, but it can also be the right someone else have. So we need to determine the situation, your position where you're in. So you have A is the right, who's the owner of the right, and B is the question, are you the owner or is someone else the owner? Who's the copyright owner? So it can be a person, it can be a company, it can be two person or more, doesn't matter. But in this case, let's say it's one person. If you want to use someone else's copyright, you are C. So you are C if you are third person. Yeah. But if it's your right and someone else wants to use it, that someone else is C. The reason why this is important is because when you use the ABC formula, you know who has the right, who's the owner, and who can do what and who cannot do what. It's that simple. So if you look at here, if you use music for someone else, you are C. If someone else tries to use your music, you are B. See the difference? Thing is the right. Who owns the right? B or C? And this is important because when you use a disclaimer, the difference is important because if you are B, you can say, hey, if you use my music without my permission, I will come after you, like lawsuit. But if you are C, you need to ask B permission to use it because this is not yours. And why do we separate these two? Sometimes you have music that are not copyright protected. And what do I mean by that? The copyright expired. But sometimes B will say, hey, listen, you're allowed to use my music on platform X and Y. You don't have to pay me anything. You don't have to pay me royalty fee or anything. That's why you need to focus on who is B. When you know who is B, you know, okay, what is the license that I'm having? What are the terms? In another video, I will talk about that, what licenses are and how you can use it, but you need to make sure to determine, are you B or C in this situation? If you are B, you can also make your own terms. So we have two situations. Sometimes you are C, sometimes you can be B. B is when you own the rights, and C is when someone else owns the rights. So that's important in this case. And what we're going to do now is what can you put when you look at this situation. So if you want to use music on Facebook, there are two copyright disclaimer that you can use. If you are B, so you own the copyrights, you can say copyright at name and year, any reproduction or illegal distribution of the content or the music, you can replace content with music, in any form will result in immediate action against the person concerned. Yeah, you can put person, company, concern, doesn't matter. You can put that. It's that simple. So this is when you own the rights. You can also say, hey, you're allowed to use the music whatever you want. You can give a license to use it. Tip, if you're looking for what you can put in the license, go to Creative Commons. They have a lot of templates that you can use when you're giving your content or your music for free, so people can use it and you can put a license on it. It's the easy way to create a license. So that's when you own the rights. But what if you do not own the rights and you want to use it for fair use? If you're using music on Facebook, most of the time it will be for video. So what can you put on in the disclaimer? No, what you can put in the disclaimer is the following. All the videos, songs, image, and graphic used in the video belong to their respective owner, and I or this page does not claim any right over them. You can say I of this channel, I of this page, doesn't matter, you can change it however you want. But make sure you meet the requirement of fair use. What is fair use? Copyright disclaimer on the Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute for that might otherwise be infringement. So you see, it's not really clear what fair use is, but make sure when you use something, make sure you make clear, hey, I'm using this music in a form of fair use. What is fair use? I will discuss that in another video, but for now, you can put this on your music on Facebook. The thing is, this is not a free ticket for copyright or anything. You need to figure out if you try to use someone else's music, you need to figure out what the terms is. Otherwise, just send them a message, hey, can I use music there? I can put your name on it. Most of the time, they're okay with it. But if you do not ask for permission, they will come after you. So that's about it, this video. If you have questions about this video or anything related to this topic, feel free to contact me, and I will see you in the next video.